morning, everyone. Now, after the last session, we are going to start day 2 session, cybersecurity. Your mentor, Afsar here with you. Now, just we are going to start day 2 training session. Hope all of you will be ready for that. So let me open. So this is what we are going to start cybersecurity day 2 training prepared by me with the reference of digital schools for you. Now in this we are going to discuss about some viruses, worms, Trojan horse like that. Okay, so you need to understand about firstly about malware. So what is malware basically? Once we are going to secure our network from any type of harm which can create a problem in our network or machine. So on basic level, we need to understand malware. So there are different type of malwares are there, like viruses, worms, Trojan horse, ransomware, spyware, etc. Malware is nothing. It's a software that can harm your computer, or with the help of that, or this software can steal your information of your computer. There are many different types of the malwares are there, viruses are there. Each and every malware with its own way of causing trouble. Means the different malware have the different cause to give you trouble. A virus is basically attached itself to a file and spread when the files is shared. So virus is a software, or you can say the malware, which is basically once you open any file, it attach itself with it and spread it when you open or you share this file with other computers, and it will jump into the another one. If we talk about ransomware, it's different. So ransomware locks up your computer files until you pay a ransom. It is just like that. So many hackers are there. They use ransomware to earn money, to make money. How they do? Basically, they share a ransomware malware in mail ID, or just through the mail, or some social media links, website links. And once you click on this, and it is basically comes inside of your machine, and it create a problem with your data. It's make your data encrypted, which you cannot read. So it locks your system, all the files, folders, directories, everything. Then you will become helpless. Means you will not have any other option to open these files and folders. So you need to search some websites where you will get the solution. If your machine is locked, or your software or the programs or the files or data is locked, they gives you solution. For the solution you need to pay. This is we are seeing ransom. Okay, more we will discuss in the next slides or the next session, but here I think you understand what is ransom and what is virus. Firstly, we will discuss about computer virus. It's a malicious code that attached to the host program and required human interaction to spread. Means if you have a virus in a computer, it will not automatically jump to the other machine. So what you need to do, you need to share some data. And who can share the data? User. Firstly, he will copy the data in pen drive, and this pen drive the user will connect to other machine, and when he will try to copy the data, automatically virus will jump into the machine. It will attach with other files. It will move with file into your computer. A computer virus is a type of malware that attaches itself to a program or file, spreading from one computer to another when the infected program or file is shared or copied. If you are copying it from any location through the pen drive or media. So, what are the sources can be like email, attachments, infected software downloads, and USB drives. Basically, these are USB drives are today we are using commonly. So sometime what we do, just we take the data from one machine into a pen drive or USB drive, and just we copy it to another machine. So this is what basically it's an easy way for the virus movement. Now just we are moving to the next worm. It's a self-replicated malware that is spread without human interaction. So it's not required any human interaction. There are different type of you can say sources are there from where it comes. A worm is a type of malware that can replicate itself and spread to other computers without needing human help. Here it's not required human help. Worms can spread through the network vulnerabilities, email attachments, or infected websites. Once you open any website, it will automatically replicate. It will come to your machine. Worms. Next is Trojan horse. It's most commonly program, or you can say it's a virus. The hackers they use this. It's a very commonly used malware. It's a legitimate software. A Trojan horse is a type of a malware that pretends to be a helpful or harmless program to trick your install once you install in it. So when you are downloading something, a program into your machine, and if there is a Trojan horse, it will looks like a very simple program, and you cannot doubt on it. It's a malware or Trojan horse. So it looks like a legitimate software, but it's not. Trojan horse can be distinguished as a free utility of a game. If you download game from the any website, any free game, any free movie, and once you download it with this game or the movie, it will automatically download with it. And once it's installed, if it is installed, it could steal your password to give a hacker access to your computer. So it's very dangerous. It's a just it is just like a spy enemy. A ransomware, already I've given you discuss in the last slide. Ransomware, malware that encrypts a victim's data. It's encrypt the data what you have in your machine. Encrypted data means you cannot read it. So if you want to read the data, you need to decrypt it. For that you need a key. So what they do basically, it's a ransomware. They attack with the help of ransomware hackers, and after entering inside of your machine, ransomware encrypt your data. So after encrypting data will not be readable. Normally it will change into codes and different means it will make it non-readable. You cannot read it, and it also block the access until a ransom is paid. Ransom is a type of a malware that locks your files or your directories or your entire computer, demanding that you pay money to get access back. So there are different type of ransomware. The commonly you can see the CryptoLocker and WannaCry are the example of ransom that caused widespread damage. If you go to the internet and Google, you search about that, you can read it. Spyware, so malware that secretly monitors a user's computer activities and collect sensitive information from your machine and share this information to the hacker. Spyware is a type of malware that secretly watches what you do on your computer and steal your personal information and share with hacker. So here is very commonly used spyware is keylogger. You can download it freely. For example, you and your brother is in your family and you want to know about you have both of you have mobile phone and you want to know about his mobile phone, what he is doing in his mobile phone, or your children's they have mobile phone and you want to monitor. So what you can do, you can install keylogger in it, and after installing keylogger, what it does basically, which record your keystrokes are a type of spyware. It's recorded keystroke and it will send to you a message what activities are going on a machine. Every activity it will record and it will send to the person who is basically controlling your machine with the help of a spyware. Adware, malware that displays unwanted advertisement on a user's computer. You have seen most of the time once you open any website, you see the multiple advertisement and on the website. Sometime after opening a website, you will see the advertisement. Just you need to close it first, and after that you able to work on it. So when you click on this, if you see this advertisement, if you click it, then it is what the malware. Malware is a type of adware is a type of malware that display unwanted ads on your computer. So pop-up ads and unwanted browser tools are common symptoms of an adware infections. Rootkit. So malware that hide its presence on an infected system, allowing to persistent control. A rootkit is a type of malware that hides itself and others malicious softwares, making it very difficult to detect and remove the malware or any infection. A rootkit might allow a hacker to maintain control of your computer from a just it can control your computer for a long time without you knowing. It is just like that he has taken a remote control. You are working on your machine but you do not have idea other people they are having access of your machine. Keylogger, already I have given you idea about that. It's a malware, or it can be a hardware device. It's a software or hardware that records all keystrokes made by a user, and keylogger is a tool that captures every key you press on your keyboard, allowing someone to steal your password and other sensitive information. Hackers use keyloggers to steal login credentials, credit card numbers, and other personal data. Try to understand what is keylogger. It's a malware. Hackers firstly they check the machine vulnerability. If they find any option to enter to control your machine, Anyhow, after taking control, so what can be possible after taking control if the user will change his password? Sometime he will decrypt the data. So after taking control, you don't want to lose control on it. If the user will change the password, you will lose the control on it. So from where you will take the password? What the hackers they do after controlling any machine, immediately they install keylogger software on it. So whatever the victim machine will do, it will automatically transfer to the hacker. And hacker can check everything. If you will change your password, he will get the password. If you will change your email ID password, then it will goes to the hacker. If you will change your LinkedIn password, it will goes to the hacker. If you will change your social media, Facebook, any username or password, or if you create any new ID, everything will move to the user. He will get every activities, all the information from your machine. So it's a very, risky if this is installed in your machine. After that it's very difficult to find out it and track. So you need to be careful. Your machine should not be controlled by hackers. So you, for that you need security. Botnet, if we talk about, this is what a network. It is used to a network of compromised computers controlled by an attacker. Boot harder, we call this. A bootnet is a network or of infected computers that are attacker control. They can, if there is a network where we have the multiple computers are there, an attacker is controlling on these. These infected computer can then be used to launch the large scale attack. Botnets are often used to carry out denial of DDoS attack, DOS attack, and send spam emails or mine cryptocurrency. Now just you need to do the best practice to prevent all these malwares. For that you need to have antivirus preventing malware infections. So you need to install antivirus. It should be updated, up to date, because if the antivirus is not updated, sometime it's happen. If there is no details about the virus, it can attack to your machine. So you need to update your antivirus on everyday basis. You can find the, just remember that once you are downloading attachment of your file, careful about that. Cautious, you need to be cautious. Email attachments and download. When you are entering the password of any social media or your machine or social media network site, or you have any ID, so you need to enter the strong password. In this you need to use the small letters, capital letters, hyphens, symbols, and that should, the strength should be up to 12 characters. Educate users about the malware threats. The best way to protect against the malware is to use antivirus software. Keep your software updated. Be careful about what you click on your machine, on any website, or any link, or any downloading link. Use a strong password. That should be a complex password. Strength should be large. That should be at least 12 characters. And educate yourself and others about the dangers of malware. So this is, I have given you idea about that here. Now just we are moving. What is antivirus? You need to understand. We are talking about if we want to prevent malware, then we need a software which is called antivirus. Software designed to detect, prevent, and remove malware. Antivirus software is a program that helps, it's a software that helps protect your computer by finding and removing malwares. So there are multiple companies are there, number of companies are there. Commonly used to, we can find it easily everywhere. If you will go to search on Google, you type antivirus, then you will see Norton and McAfee. These are, and other other antiviruses are there. You can download it from there. But these should be updated and paid antivirus. Do never go with freeware. Keep software update regularly. You need to update the software and patches. Like software can be any MS Office program, any app, any operating system that should be updated. So after updating, there will be less chances of the vulnerabilities. So regularly updating software to patch security vulnerabilities. Updating your software is important because update include security fixes that protects your computer from malware. Enabling automatic update for your operating system and application can help ensure that you have the latest security patches into your machine. And this is mandatory. You should do it if you want to secure your machine. Email and download safety, if we talk about avoiding the opening suspicious email attachments. If you have a mail where you have some message like you win this lottery and just click on this, you will get 1 lakh, 20 lakh, 40 lakh rupees like that. So never touch these type of links or attachments or download file from untrusted sources. Be careful about the opening email attachments or downloading files, especially if you do not know the senders or the website. Phishing email often contain the malicious attachments that can infect your computer with malware easily. What do you mean by the strong password? Creating a complex and unique password for all accounts. That should not be same. Different account should have different password, and in each password there should be a complexity. Means small letters, capital letters, alphanumeric numbers, and all. Using a strong password makes it harder to hackers to guess your password. So normally what the hackers do, they basically try to search out about you, your date of birth, your name, your family, your favorite color, and they try to, just check. Sometimes this is the trick basically. Social engineering, we say that. They use this to collect the information. But if your password will be harder, then this will be harder for the hackers to guess your password and to gain the access of your computer. If they will guess your personal information, your password or details, so they can get the personal information easily. A strong password should be long, include a mix of uppercase, lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols, and should not be reused for multiple accounts. If you have multiple accounts, use the different password for all. User education, it's important. In your organization, you need to educate the users or the employees, training users to recognize and avoid the malware threats. What type of messages, if they are getting mail, they are getting, do not touch. So it's important to educate them. Teaching people how to spot and avoid malware is crucial in preventing infections. Security awareness training can be educate users about phishing scams, malicious websites, and other malware threats. Malware response. It's very important to understand. A step to take if your system is infected. You need to understand what step you will take if your system is infected. Firstly, you need to disconnect from the network, from internet. Run a full system scan with antivirus software. The software should be updated, and that should be paid, not freeware. Remove our quarantine infected files. If you get some files which are infected, so what the antivirus will do, this will quarantine it. So what you do, you will remove all the quarantine infected files from your machine, from antivirus quarantine area. Change password immediately. Your last password, modify it. Seek professional help if necessary, like if your some data is encrypted, so you need to connect with professionals. If you think your computer is infected with malware, disconnect it from the internet, scan it with antivirus software, remove any infected files, change your password, and get help from the professional if needed. If your computer is displaying a ransom note, disconnect it from the network immediately to prevent the ransom for spreading. Otherwise, it will cover all the data of your machine. So if you will have a ransom note on your machine, just immediately disconnect it from internet. Otherwise, it will encrypt your lock all the machine's data, everything. So be careful about that. This is what the malware response here we have. Disconnect from the network, isolate the infected system to prevent the spread of malware. If your system is infected, disconnecting from the network can help prevent the malware from the spreading to other devices which are connected to your machine. Unplugging the internet cable to turning off Wi-Fi are always to disconnect from the network. Remember that. Second is what run system scan. If you have antivirus, using antivirus software to scan the entire system for malware. A full system scan can help find all the instances of malware on your computers. So the most antivirus software has an option to perform the full system scan. Remove threads, deleting or isolating infected files to prevent them from the causing further harm. So if you will have some threads, you need to delete these. Once malware is detected, it's important to remove it or quarantine it to prevent it from causing more damage. Antivirus software typically provides the option to delete or quarantine infected files. Change password, already I've given you idea about. You need to change the password for all accounts that may have been compromised. If they will get the password, you need to change it immediately so that your machine will be secure. If your system has been infected with malware, it's a good idea to change your password to prevent the attackers from accessing your account. Change password for your email, bank account, social media, and other any important account if you have in your machine or device. Get expert help consulting a cybersecurity professional, which you are going to be after this course. Then you will become a cybersecurity professionals. Why we need cybersecurity professionals? So this is giving you idea about that. If all these basic things you have done and you are not able to find out the issues, so you need to consult a cybersecurity professional. If the infection is uh, severe, or you are unable to remove the malware. If you are unable to remove the malware yourself, or if the infection is severe, it's best to seek help from the cybersecurity professional. A computer repair shop or cybersecurity firm can help you remove the malware and restore your system. So this is what the here how the basically they get the information with the help of social engineering. they they get the password. For example, if you want to check your password of your friend, so what you will do? So you will check what is his hobbies, what color he like, what movie he like, what subject he like, what the words he commonly type on keyboard. Many ways are there. And after this, you will try to enter, you can try to enter inside of his account. If you will get success, that means what? You are compromised. Understanding social engineering, what is social engineering? So social engineering is nothing. The physiology behind the social engineering attack. Social engineering is the art of manipulating people into giving up confidential information. It relies on tricking individuals rather than hacking technology. An attacker might call an employee pretending to be from IT and ask for their password. So what they need, basically what they do, they come to you and they will ask to you, they need a help and just give me your machine password, I will check it, and once I will check it, and after that I will stop it. So what they do, they basically pretending they are in a problem, so they will check your machine details, and after that it can be dangerous for you. Now just we are moving for the next, which is a social engineering tactic. So the commonly social engineering techniques are phishing, pretexting, baiting, quid pro quo, and tailgating. Social engineering uses various techniques to trick their victims, including social, uh, including the sending fake emails, creating believable scenarios, offering ant- enticing or the any promising rewards, physical following people into the restricted area. So many options are there. This is what the tactics are there for the social engineering. So commonly in this we have the phishing one. Phishing is what? Sending fraud emails or messages to trick people into revealing the sensitive information. Phishing is a like phishing for sensitive information. Attackers send the fake emails or the messages that looks real to trick, and you aim to give them your password, credit card numbers, or other personal details. A phishing email might look like it's from your bank, asking you to click on a link and update your account information. So sometime you get the message or mail from with the name of your bank. Just click on this. You need to do your KYC, and just you click on this, automatically your machine is compromised with hacker. And sometime what they do, they share a form with you, the same as your bank have the details. You need to fill these details and you need to upload your documents, and once you do everything, your machine will be the compromised or your account is compromised with users. This is what the phishing technique. Very simple, commonly used. Pretexting is what? Creating a false scenarios to engaging a victim and obtain information. Pretexting involves the creating a believable story to trick someone into giving up information. The attackers pretends to be someone they are not to gain the victim's trust. And attackers or attacker might call a company HR department pretending to be a new employee and ask for personal information about another employee. This is what? Pretexting. Biting is offering a victim something. So it is what involve the offering a victim something tempting, like a free gift or a software download, to trick them into giving up their information or installing malware. An attacker might leave a USB drive label confidential in a public area, hoping that the someone will plug in it into their computer. So they if they will have a pen drive, they will leave it on the desk, and the person who will get this pen drive, he will think, okay, what pen drive, whose pen drive is this, something in this. If he will not find the owner of this pen drive, he will try to connect this pen drive in his machine to check what is inside, and once he connect, machine will be compromised. Quid pro quid, it's basically offering a service. An attacker might call an employee pretending to be from IT support and offer to fix a computer problem in exchange for their login credentials. This is what? Delegating. This is what an attacker might pretend to be delivery person to follow an employee into a secure building. Sporting social engineering. Read flags and indicate social engineering attempts. Urgency or pressure. These are the flags you can understand. This is what the social, it can be social engineering attack. Request for the sensitive information. If somebody will send you any request to give him your sensitive information, that you can understand, this is what the flag. Usual of the unexpected request. If the user, they send you a mail in which you find unexpected request which should not be, then it's a flag. Suspicious links or the attachment. So be suspicious of any communication that creates sense of urgency, ask for the sensitive information, is unexpected, uses a generic greetings, or contains suspicious links or attachment. These are basically what the it's showing. This is what the red flag. For that, what you need to do, the best practice for the preventing social engineering attack: verify the request of the sensitive information. If be careful, unsolicited communication. Never share your password or login credentials with anyone. Educate users about the social engineering tech. Implement strong access control to prevent the yourself from the social engineering. Always verify request for sensitive information. Be, just when you are communicating, be careful. Do not share your personal information. Never share your password. Educate yourself and others about social engineering and use strong access control. Password attack. So there are many techniques are there. Technique used to compromise password. So first is what? Brute force attack, dictionary attack, hybrid attack, password spying, credentials stuffing. So these are what different type of attacks are there. Attacks use various methods to get or to guess or steal your password. including trying every possible combination using common words, combining different techniques, and exploiting a reduced password. So first of all, we'll discuss about what is brute force attack, trying every possible combination of the characters to guess a password. Like if you are using your name Rahul, so in this we have 5 letters are there. So what they do, they use the combination of these 5 letters, starting R, starting A, starting B, like that. Okay, combinations are possible. A brute force attack is like trying every single key on a keychain until you find the one that opens the lock. Attacker use software to try every possible password combination. They have a software, so they enter the name and it will give the possible number of passwords and they try with that. An attacker might use a brute force tool to try every possible combination of letters, numbers, symbols until they guess your password. Dictionary attack, using a list of the common words and phrases to guess the password. A dictionary attack is like trying to open a lock using words from a dictionary. It's a dictionary attack. Attackers use the list of the common words and pairs to guess the password. An attacker might use a direct dictionary attack to try the common password like password 12345 ABCD 123 ABCD admin or admin username or administrator username and password 1234 like that. Hybrid attack, it's a combination, you can say, the brute force attack and dictionary attack. By adding numbers or the symbols to dictionary words. A hybrid attack combines the brute force and dictionary attack method. Attackers take words from the dictionary and add numbers or symbols to them in an attempt to guess the more complex password. They try to password like password 123, Summer 123, Rahul 123, like that. The combination of password spraying is what? Try trying a few common password against many different user accounts. Password spraying involve the trying a few common password like password. So the most of the time you find the default password is password, or sometime default password you find 123456. So against many different user account, the same password they use for that. Like username can be changed and the password they use the common password or 123456. An attacker might try the password on hundreds of accounts, hoping that at least one person is using this. Credential stuffing, using the stolen credentials from one website to try to access the accounts on other websites. Credential stuffing involves using stolen username and passwords from one website to try to gain access to account on other websites. This attacks or this type of attack works because many people reuse the same password across the multiple sites. If an attacker steals your username and password from a data breach at one website, they might try using those same credentials to log in into your another account on other website like your bank or your social media account. For that, what is the best practice to preventing password attack? Use a strong unique password, enable multi-factor authentication, implementing password policies, educate users about the password security, monitor for password breaches to protect against password attacks. Use a strong and unique password, enable multi-factor authentication, implement password policies, educate users about password security and monitor for password breaches. So this is what we have done successfully here, password attack. And what is the strong password? If we want to know about the theory of a strong password, it's creating a complex and unique password for every account. That should be unique, not the same. Using a strong unique password for each of your account is one of the most effective ways to protect against password attack. Use a password manager to help you create a strong unique password for all your accounts, and you need to save these password with you. Keep it safe. Multi-factor authentication is what it's required to provide the multi-factor forms of the verification of access an account. Multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of your security of security by requiring you to provide more than just one password to log in. This could be a code sent to your phone or fingerprint or security key, so that once you allow, then you will be able to use your account, otherwise no. When you log in into your bank account, you might be asked to enter the code sent to your phone via SMS, OTP. If we talk about password policies, enforce the rules for password complexity, length and expiration. Password policies are the rules that organize set to ensure that the employees use the strong password. These policies might require the password to be certain length, including different type of characters, and change regularly. So this is what policy. If the user will try to change his password, he cannot enter the simple password because this is the policy. When he will try to enter the simple password, he will get the message, you cannot enter this, please enter the complex password. And each and every password have a specific length. He will not be able to enter the 4-character password. If he will enter, then he will get the message, you cannot enter. According to the password policy, you need to enter the 12-character password. And this password will expire automatically in 30 days. So after 30 days, the user, he has to change the password. He has to regularly change. A company might have the password policies that require the password to be at least 12 characters long, including uppercase, lowercase letters, and number and the symbols, and can be changed every 90 days. So user education is what the training users to understand the importance of the password security and how to create a strong password. Educating users about the password security is crucial in preventing the password attack, and user should be taught how to create a strong password, why they should never share them, and how to recognize phishing attempts. A computer might conduct a regular security awareness training session to educate employees about password security best practice. Breach monitoring, keep track of knowing password breaches and taking action if your credentials have been compromised. It's important to monitor for password breaches so you can take action if your credentials have been compromised. This might involve the changing your passwords and enabling the multi-factor authentication. So you can use the online tools to check if your email address or the password has been involved in the data breach. So these are the basically the topics we are covering. I will tell you about about this practically in lab. I will show you something about that in the next session. It may be as soon as possible. I will upload the lab videos for you to so that you can understand how we do these. Okay. So this is what end of the session today, and hope you will do these all perfectly theoretical part. In the next, I will show you how you can set the policy, password policy, security policies, and rules, password rules also. And some, I will give you the details about Trojans, keyloggers. Okay, so wait for the next video. Till now, just bye everyone.